And we're going to start the practice on a chair as an option. If you're not on a chair, then you can find a place on the floor. And if you're using the floor, please grab a blanket and sit on the front edge of your blanket. So just about the first quarter. Any seated posture will do for this warming up, gentle warming up practice. Today is a gentle yoga practice with pranayama for finding some balance and some peace, something much needed right now. I'll go back to the chair, find out which suits you best. We'll need one blanket today and one block. If you have short legs like me, one nice tip is to put a block under your feet. It really helps to relax the low back when you're in a seated position. Also, if you are in a chair, make sure your legs are active and squeezing towards one another, okay? Keeping them nice and active so your pelvis stays stable. Let's bring our hands to the heart center today. Anjali Mudra, grace and reverence for the practice in front of us today. Grace and reverence for any balance that we feel, for invoking peace into our practice, inviting peace. Maybe if we have peace in our practice today, we can spread a little extra out into our community. And I'll lead us this morning in the peace mantra. Feel free to call in response with me. I'll go line by line. First one. Om Sahina Bhavatu. We'll chant that together. Om Sahina Bhavatu. This is a mantra to invoke peace. Here's the next line. Sahina Bhunatu. Together. Sahina Bhunatu. Next line. Sahaviryam Bharvavahe. Together. Sahaviryam Bharvavahe. Next line. Tejasvinava. Together. Tejasvinava. Next line. Ditamastu. Together. Ditamastu. This last line is really important. It means we never have seeds of hatred for one another. Mavid Vishavahe. Together. Mavid Vishavahe. And we end with a mantra that might already be known to you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let's chant it together one time. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May there be peace within us. May there be peace in our surroundings. And may there be peace in the universe. That's the invocation for this morning's practice. We'll release the hands. And let's start warming up the body a little bit before we come into our pranayama, just so we get a little bit of the cricks and the cracks out. We're going to extend our arms long and then turn the palms to face back as much as you can, back towards the body. Inhale, now turn the palms up and push the base of your hands forward. So this is the inhale. Now the exhale is down and back. Inhale, keep the wrists as high as your shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slow breaths. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more rounds. Exhale. Keep the arms high. Lower the shoulders away from the ears though. Inhale. Exhale. Really press the fingertips towards the floor. Inhale. Feel that nice stretch in the wrist. Now, light fists, keeping your arms up. It might be, you might be getting a little bit tired in the arms. See if you can roll them out away from one another. 8 rolls. We're on 3. Keep your legs together if you're in a chair. Active legs. 4, 5. Make the widest circles you can, like you have your favorite paint color on your knuckles and you're painting a great big O with them. Not a little stingy O, it's a giant, voluptuous big O. Great. Now, back to the center. Can you stay here a little bit longer with me? Hands in and go in and out. 3. Big circles. 4. Your wrists are going to thank you for this. 5, 6, 7, especially if you do other forms of vinyasa, for example, or other forms of yoga practice, getting some nice wrist therapy really will save you. And then relax the arms, shake them out. Whew. Okay, we're going to extend the arms out now and turn the palms up. So bring the fingertips to the shoulders. Inhale, lift your elbows as high as you can, but don't lift the shoulders to the ears, just lift the elbows. So try to lift from your side body. Inhale here and exhale. Now we're gonna add a matra, a count to our breath. Bring your elbows to the side body. It'll be 6 on the inhale and 6 on the exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to hold your breath. If that's too long, just go to 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel your shoulder blades going down your back as you lift your elbows. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, keeping your hands on your shoulders, bring your elbows together in the front of your body. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, try to touch your elbows behind you and then down. Inhale, big lift. Exhale, pick up your count. Inhale, 4, 5, or 6, as you wish. Exhale. So some of you might be going very slow. You're going with your breath. We start to exhale when the arms go behind us. We have 2 more rounds in this direction, then we'll change a direction. One more. Good. Now, go backwards. So start with your exhale. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Maybe you can't make it to 6 today. Good. Feel free to close your eyes and just visualize the count. Visualize the opening going on in your shoulder girdle. Delicious yoga therapy this morning. Don't skimp. Keep your elbows behind you, lifting your heart, and then pull your elbows to the front. Back is open. Good. Really reaching and lifting. One more time in this direction. And then reach your arms out again, stretch them out, and shake them out. Ha. Right, we're going to take next a lateral flexion. So if you're seated, you can extend on the floor. You can extend your right arm long, taking the left arm up and over. If you're on a chair, I like to sometimes reach down for the base of the chair, one of the legs of the chair, and then reach the left arm up and all the way over. Now it's important that we keep our gaze centered, and then it stays a lateral flexion. If you turn your gaze up, it turns into a twist. I want you to press the left sits bone down wherever you are, floor or a chair, and try to find length between your left armpit and the top of your left hip. Come back to your matra, your count of your inhale and your exhale. Make it 4, 5, or 6. Maybe it can go longer. I'm staying for 6 slow breaths. Keep your legs active if you're in a chair, even if you're in a seat on the floor. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, notice how long your left side is. We definitely need some balance here. All right, left arm's going to go long on the floor or down to the leg of the chair if you'd like, one leg or the other, or to the seat of the chair if you'd like. Reach your right arm up and then over. So again, we come into that intention of bringing the right underarm to the sky. Really lift it, so lengthen the side body. Let your intercostal muscles get a delicious opening here. This is a gentle, happy opening. This is only breath 2. Keep the reach going on, don't give up. We're not getting any younger. Keep giving it your all every day. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Inhale, return. And put your hands on your legs for a moment, pulling the chin in towards the throat. And find somewhere that is peaceful in the body. The mind, maybe, the jaw, the back. It has to start somewhere. And from that peaceful place, see if you can spread a little more peace throughout the body from that place. My nose feels very peaceful today. Both sides are clear. I'm going to let it spread from there across the face, through the mind chatter, down through the shoulders, into the arms. Let it spread. Good, and then opening the eyes for a twist. We have 2 more practices before we come into our pranayama. So our twist, you can keep doing this on the chair if you'd like. Right hand would go on the, left hand would go on the outside of the right leg, or you could even tuck it down into the top of the chair if you'd like. And so if you're in a seat, left hand goes on the outside of the right leg. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Now we're not going to twist all the way just yet. Let's slowly exhale and twist the belly right, just the belly right. Let's take a big breath in. Now twist your ribs right. You should still be gazing forward. Inhale. And then exhale, bring your arm down, and it can go behind the chair, and then turn the head. So your knees might be wanting to go with you. See if you can keep your knees forward if you're in your chair. See if you can keep your balance through your legs. Maybe you're in a bound angle pose or a cross-legged pose. Slow breaths, count them on the inhale and the exhale to create balance so that you're not exhaling longer than the inhale or inhaling longer than the exhale. We have 3 more breaths here. Two more breaths. And on your inhale, bring the head forward and then the shoulders and the rest of the body. Wiggle your seat a little bit. All right, if you're seated on the floor and you have crossed legs, maybe you want to change the cross. Bring one leg, the other leg in front. Let's try the other side. I'm going to break up the twist again in 3 parts, just like we did on the right side. Right hand comes on the outside of the left leg, and it can even touch the chair if you'd like. Left arm goes high. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist just your belly left. Now let's take an inhale here. Exhale, twist your ribs, your chest. Inhale. On the next exhale, the arm comes down, the head goes left. 6 delicious breaths here. Notice how you can get a delicious organic spiral of the spine when you break it up nice and slow like that. It's not necessary every time to break it up slowly with 3 different breaths, but it sure feels nice to feel each part moving, connecting to the one previous, and creating an organic spiral. Creating balance between the lower spine and the upper spine. Keep counting your breath on the inhale and the exhale, please. And then on your next inhale, bring your head forward first. Bring your arm back and then slowly come back from the top to the bottom. One more practice, and what we're going to do is work on lengthening and relaxing the neck, trying to find some relaxation in the neck, some peace in the neck. We're going to do that by activating a muscle sensor called the Golgi tendon organ. It's a strange name, but the more you give a little bit of resistance to it, the more release you'll get. So we're going to take our left ear to the left shoulder, okay? And then bring your left arm up. Relax your right arm down. So if you're a chair, you're lucky because you can really press the hand down. Otherwise, you might want to sit on your hand if you're on the floor. And we're going to gently place the left hand on the head just above the ear. Now I want you to give a little bit of a contraction. So press the head against the hand, but keep the hand firm. So you're feeling a strengthening going on in the right side of your neck. And this is hopefully going to release a sensor in the muscles of the neck that might be holding you tight here. And when that sensor is activated, it helps you to relax the neck muscles. So you have an isometric contraction going on. You're pressing against the hand and the hand is pressing against the head. And you're really lowering the right shoulder. You're getting a lot of space. But keep that energy going on between the hand and the head. Count the inhale and the exhale. We have 2 more breaths. One more breath. Now gently release the hand and release the head. Take circles to the right. 1. Both hands are down if you're in a chair. On the floor, you could be sitting on your hands. 2, going to the right. 1 more in this direction. And 3. Do you feel a difference between your right and left side? Let's see if we can get the left side to be equally open and relaxed. So we're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder. And relax your shoulders a little bit. Right hand comes up and places on top of the left ear. Chin comes a little more towards the throat. Left arm reaches long. Now let's create that contraction. So the hand presses against the head. It doesn't pull it. There's actually a contraction. It's different than pulling your right ear down to your shoulder, right? So your hand is pressing against the head, but yet the head is pressing against the hand, lifting your left ear up towards the sky. Try to relax your right shoulder and breathe. Close the eyes and visualize the neck muscles lengthening. Keep the pressure going. We have 4 more breaths. Obviously, you don't want to feel any pain. You just want to feel like you're getting a really nice stretch here. There's an isometric contraction, so the push and pull is in balance. One more breath. Now release the hand and slowly lift your head. Now take your chin to the left and exhale down. Chin comes to sternum. Inhale to the right and up. Add your count. It's called a matra. Exhale. Inhale. One more in this direction. Exhale. And then inhale, rise. Well done. Okay, next we have our pranayama practice, and it's called preparatory pranayama. It's an excellent pranayama to prepare you for other ones to come. The key goal of this pranayama is balance, secondary, finding some peace. So I'm going to grab my clock so I can time you, because it is a timed practice. The technique is simple. Left hand can be sitting on your leg. It can be in chin mudra, index finger to the thumb. Right hand's in Vishnu. That means you bring your right hand into a light fist, open the thumb and the last two fingers. And you're going to be using this hand to breathe through each side, okay? And you're going to be using your thumb and your ring finger. But for the first 90 seconds, we're only going to inhale and exhale through the left side. All right, so that's all we'll be doing. And I'll let you know when it's 90 seconds, and then you'll change to inhale and exhale through the right side for 90 seconds. So I'll let you know when that is. And then we'll release our hands for 1 whole minute. Excellent pranayama for finding a little bit of balance in your life. And I like to say a lot of peace. It brings me great peace, this pranayama practice. All right, are you ready? Left hand, index finger to the thumb, resting. Make sure your spine stays tall, crown of the head's up, chin slightly in toward the throat. So what we want is a nice straight spine. Now, some of us have curves in our spine, that's fine, but we want to get as tall as we can and as straight as possible. So right hand Vishnu, thumb opens, last two fingers. Here we go. Place the thumb just below the bony part at the right nostril, breathing in and out through the left. You can count if you'd like. Count your inhale and exhale. Begin. Feel free to close your eyes and visualize the peaceful breath coming in and the peaceful breath going out through your left side, your Ida side, the moon side of your body. Calm, cool side. Visualizing coolness, left side. Even visualizing the moon if you'd like. The cool moon. We're 10 seconds away from changing sides. All right, change sides. Breathe in and out through the right. Now you're on the sun side, the active side, the warm side, visualizing some warmth. Visualizing joyous activity. Visualizing the energy of the sun. This is an excellent opportunity also to perfect your counting of your breath. Counting the inhale and the exhale for balance. And release your hand to your leg. And close the eyes if you'd like, or lower your eyelids for 1 minute. Breathing through both nostrils. Visualizing what balance looks like to you. Cool and warm. Find that balance. Out and in. Up and down. This is the balance of Ha-Da, sun and moon. Ha is the sun, Da is the moon. The Ha-Da balance. Well done. We have one more round. So if you need to change your position a little bit, shake your hips a little bit, get ready. One more round. Right hand in Vishnu, thumb, last 2 fingers. Close off the right nostril and begin on the left only. Maybe your mantra can go a little longer this time. Visualizing cool moon, relaxation, soft, surrender. And we'll change sides. Ready? Close off the left nostril, ring finger just under the bony part, the septum. Begin here. Whatever your count was on the left, keep it the same for the right. If you inhale to a count of 4, keep it here. 6, 8, 10. You want it to be effortless. Here we're visualizing the sun, the great energy of the sun. Feel the warmth of the sun. And then release your right hand, coming into 1 minute of finding balance between the right side and the left side. What does balance look like to you? Does it look like yin and yang? Does it look like balancing dark and light? Sun and moon? Strength and flexibility? We have 10 seconds left. Really feel that balance in our subtle body before we bring that balance into the physical body here today. All right, and release. So where do we go from here? We'll come off of our chair, grab our blankets, and get ready for gate sequence. So taking your blanket to use under your knees is useful, or something, some kind of cushion, even a dish towel would work. So putting the blanket or your cushion under both knees. Hello, Maggie. Hi. And we're going to, she wanted to balance the dog and the cat today. So we're going to take our right hand to our block. Do you call it? And take our left leg long and point the toes away from you. So you want the toes away from the midline. That's fine. Right hand is on your block and in a straight line out from your knee. Ooh, that's a nice stretch through the hips, right? Don't rely too much on the right hand being on your block. So you should be able to also lift it if you had to. Take the left arm all the way up and all the way over for a delicious lateral flexion here. I'm gonna work on the 6 actions of the spine. We've got some of them already, but you know, really emphasize them here. Do some vibrant postures, 6 breaths in each one. Balancing right side and left side. Try to keep your matra, your count. Gazing forward. One more breath. Oh, bring yourself up, strengthening your core. Bend the left knee, left arm to thigh, palm facing up. You can take Jnana Mudra for knowledge and concentration if you'd like. And then you feel the hips are opening to the side of the mat just a little bit more. Bring the right arm up and over to the sky, left arm to thigh, right arm to sky. If you have shoulder pain, you can always bring the hand behind you instead. And then on this posture, this modified Parsva Konasana, side angle pose, you're going to turn the gaze up. If that's not possible for your neck, then keep the gaze forward. 6 slow breaths. Try to reach a little bit more through your side body. One more breath. Excellent work. Bring yourself back down. And from here, we're going to stretch our leg long again, but turn the foot to be parallel to the edge of the mat and walk your hands forward. Swing your hips a little side to side. Sometimes it's useful to have a block to put under your head. We're going to reach our right arm extra high. Let me get a nice twist here. Slowly slide the right hand underneath, palm facing up. And you're welcome to put the block under your head if you'd like. If your head reaches the floor, right temple to floor. Turn your gaze up to the sky, stretching again through the neck. One more breath. Slide your left hand back first and bring yourself up to a cat-cow. Drop the belly, lift the head, inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Really round it. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Just 3 rounds. Exhale, round the spine. One more. Inhale, drop belly, lift head. Exhale, round the spine. Well done. Walk your hands back and bring your left knee down. All right, taking the left hand to your block, extend your right leg, toe points away from the midline. Block is in a straight line from the left knee. Should feel nice on the hip flexors, getting some opening here in the psoas muscle. Hip flexors, inner legs. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And then take it all the way over, but keep your gaze forward. So you're just creating a nice curve in the spine. Really reach through your right side, but don't let the shoulder touch your ear. I always like to say shoulders don't make nice earrings. Spread all of your toes of the right foot. Really press the back of the big toe down, the bottom of the little toe. Lift through the arch of the right foot. If you know Mula Bandha, that's the lifting of the pelvic floor. You can engage Mula Bandha. Long tailbone. Inhale, rise and bend your right knee, bringing the heel closer. Right arm to thigh, palm facing up, option to take Jnana Mudra. Left arm reaches up and then over. And in this Parsva Konasana, modified Parsva Konasana, we can turn our head up, but you want to really find some space between the bottom rib now and the top of the pelvis. 6 slow breaths here. Keep your legs active, keep squeezing the muscles of the legs, pelvic floor lifts. Like you have to go tinkle, but there's no bathroom nearby, only a couple blocks away, not 10 blocks away, right? That would be too strong of a Mula Bandha. You just want to get a light lift there, keeping you stable. Keep pressing away from the leg, so don't fall into your right leg. Good, and then come back, stretching the right leg long, taking the right foot parallel to the edge of the mat. And here we go with our cat-cow and our twist again. So let's try our cat-cow first this time. Doesn't really matter the order we do it in. Drop the belly, lift the head, inhale, lift, and then exhale, round. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, round. So you want your hands far away from your knees so you get a long spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. And exhale, round the spine. Let's create some balance here. Lift the left arm high to the sky. And at the same thing that we did on the other side, bring the left hand under, palm facing up. Left temple on floor or on the block. See if you can turn your gaze under your right arm. You might need to bring your right hand into tented fingertips. Good, and bring the right hand back. And coming back to the knees again. We're going to work on our balance now, more physical balance. So we're going to take our knees onto our blanket. Wrists are under the shoulders unless that causes pain. If that feels painful for your wrist, walk your hands forward instead. Get some of the weight out of the wrists. We're going to start by stretching the right leg back and then press your low belly up. So you're really using your abdominal muscles for this balance. And then extend your left arm forward. When you're ready, inhale and lift your right leg. Pull the belly in. So I want pubic bone to navel here. Imagine you're buttoning your pubic bone towards your navel. 6 breaths. Keep the pulling up of the belly action. If you get tired, you can take your toe down And then try again. Right leg is very active. Left leg is very active. Pelvic floor is active. Belly is active. One more breath. Well done. And release. Come back to child's pose. Knees can be wide or close together. We have 6 breaths. Maybe your bottom doesn't go all the way to the heels because of the flexion of the knees. That's fine. You can put something between your bottom and your heels. You can put a block there, a blanket, or just keep your bottom high. Great, lifting the head, bringing your prop away if you have something between your bottom and your heels. Extend the left leg long. Engage the core. Shoulders are down the back. Extend your right arm long. When you're ready, lift the left leg. Try to make your sacrum very flat, your low back very flat. So flat that you could put a vase of flowers on it. Keep reaching out from both ends, the fingertips and the heel, while maintaining the lift through the abdominal muscles. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Well done. Take your knees very wide this time. And if you'd like, you can open up your blanket to give cushion, more cushion to the knees. Take them very wide. And this time, reach your arms up for a stretch. Knees are wide. And then we're going to walk our hands back as we bring each shoulder to the floor. Back. If you need your block under your head, you could do that instead. And we're going to turn our head to the left for 6 breaths and then to the right for 6 breaths. This is a wide-kneed balasana. Gives great relaxation to the low back, to the neck, to the shoulders, to the upper back, to the hips. We have one more breath on this side, and we'll turn our head in the other direction. Inhale, lift carefully. Maybe you use your hand to lift your head, hand on the floor, and turn in the other direction for 6 breaths. Make sure your spine is long, not round and short. Shoulders are very far forward, right away from the hips, the tops of the shoulders. Long spine. One more breath. Excellent. And bring your hands by your shoulders, slowly coming up. Next, we have our gentle back bend. It will be reclined down angle pose. So maybe you want your blanket for under your head. And there's the blanket. We're going to take this bound angle pose, option to do it over a block. That's a little more intense, but let's try it first without. So we lay down on our backs and open the knees. You may want blocks for under the knees to support your knees, 1 or 2 blocks for the knees. Or you may want to put your sacrum on a block and open your knees today. taking a little higher back bend. So option 1 here, option 2 here. Option 3, prop both knees. And in this posture, we're going to put our left hand by our collarbones and the right hand just below the navel. Inhale through the left hand, the one by the collarbones. Inhale into your ribs and inhale all the way down into the pelvis. So you feel your right hand rising. And then exhale through the right hand, the ribs come together, the chest, the collarbones. Inhale from the top down. And exhale, bottom up. Watch your breath, equal inhale to exhale. That's called samavriti, same movement. Same count on your inhale as your exhale. Take one more breath. Well done. Opening the eyes, bring the legs together gently, and we will neutralize next the spine. So make sure you don't have anything that you're going to crash into if you take your knees right or left. We're going to lift the bottom, swing your bottom to the right, pull the knees in, and drop both knees to the left so you can twist your torso right. Put your right hand on your ribs and give yourself a gentle opening to the right. Extend your right arm long. Left hand can either be on the outer right thigh or extend it out to the left. Turn your gaze right. 6 breaths. One more breath. Now bring the head to the center and the soles of the feet to the floor. Lifting the bottom, swing it to the left, pull the knees in towards the chest, and lower both knees to the right. Right hand on the outside of the left thigh. Turn your head left. 6 slow breaths. See if you can get that full body breath again that you had when we were reclined in bound angle. Inhaling from the top down, exhaling from the bottom to the top. Last breath. And then turn your gaze up and bring your soles of your feet to the floor again. If you have a wall nearby, you are welcome to bring your legs up the wall and even stay there. So your legs would be against the wall, bottom towards the wall. You're welcome to come into that pose now. Otherwise, grab your block and lift your bottom, sacrum on the block. So notice it's not lumbar spine on the block, bottom on the block. Lift, lift, lift. Arms in a cactus. We're going to bend the right knee in, stretch it in, exhale. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, bend in the right knee. Inhale, lift. And then stay lifted. Press through your heels. Belly button drops. Excellent stretch for the low back. Either legs on the wall is an excellent stretch for the low back or bottom on the block. For our last 3 breaths here, let's try a long exhale through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, mouth. Releasing any tension around the heart. 2 more. One more. Bend the knees. And you're welcome to stay on the wall if you're on the wall, or lift your bottom and find Shavasana. Stretching the legs long, separate your feet, separate your hands. So if you're on the wall, you're perfectly fine to stay there. Otherwise, resting here in a comfortable position. Lift your bottom and tuck the tail so that your tailbone lengthens on the floor. Lift your chest, pulling the shoulder blades together, and then lower your upper back down to the floor. Lift your head off your blanket, bringing the chin towards the throat, and then lower the neck gently to the floor. To a nice long line of the spine. And we'll bring awareness to the left side of the body. Bring awareness to your left nostril, left ear, left eye, left side of the throat, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hand, left side waist, chest, abdomen, left hip, thigh, knee, left shin, ankle, foot, all of the toes on the left foot. Now bring your awareness, please, to the right side, right nostril, right eye, ear, right side of the throat, shoulder, arm, hand, fingers, right underarm, side body, right hip, upper thigh, knee, right shin, right foot. All of the toes on your right foot. Now bring awareness to the top of your body, the head, the face, the throat. And awareness to the bottom of the body, the hips, the legs, the feet. And the center of the body, the torso, the arms, the fingers, the hands. Take a big exhale down the front of the body. Both nostrils. Inhale up the front body from the toes to the top of the head. And exhale down the back of the body from the head to the heels. Inhale up the back body. And exhale whole body, top down. Inhale bottom to top. Resting here a little longer. In balance, in peace, not rushing. Nowhere to be, nothing to do, but breathe. And to come back into sense awareness, we will slowly listen to the sounds around us. Come back into that slowly. Start to turn on the sense of hearing to items more than just my voice, your breath, world around you. And then start to move the fingers and the toes, the ankles and the wrists. Stretch your body nice and long, and then bend the knees and roll to one side. Let's make it the right side today for calm and cool. Nose turning down. And bring the left hand to the floor and bring your chin to your throat. Let your head come up last. Find a comfortable seat for Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. That might look like sitting on your blanket again, or even taking your seat again. That's fine. Hands back at the heart center, grace and reverence for our practice today of peace. Om peace to us, Om peace to our community, and Om peace to the universe. Breathing in with me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. It's been an honor to lead your practice. Thank you. Om Shanti.